Welcome back to Beyond the Code, where we dive into the darkest corners of the digital world. This week, the crypto space wasn't just volatile, it was violent. Let's take a look at a couple of recent cases that made headlines this week.
Paris, the City of Lights, recently became the backdrop for a harrowing attempted kidnapping that has sent shockwaves through the cryptocurrency community. On the morning of May 13, 2025, in Paris's 11th district, a masked gang attempted to abduct the daughter and young grandson of Pierre Noisat, co-founder of the French Bitcoin exchange platform Paymium. Around 8:20 a.m., three men leaped from a white van, targeting the 34-year-old mother and 2-year-old child. The woman's husband, present at the scene, bravely intervened, engaging in a violent struggle with the attackers. During the scuffle, the woman managed to seize a firearm from one of the assailants and threw it away. Later identified as a replica air gun, she and her husband struggled against three assailants until bystanders intervened, prompting the attackers to flee in a van. All three victims sustained minor injuries and were treated at a hospital. Pierre Noisat, a prominent figure in the French cryptocurrency world, expressed deep admiration for his son-in-law and a neighbor who intervened with a red fire extinguisher during an attempted kidnapping of Noisat's pregnant daughter and young grandson. He described the pair as heroic, calling the neighbor's actions exemplary and praising his son-in-law's bravery and composure. His resilience and courage are incredible, Noisat told BFM TV, noting the son-in-law required only a few stitches after the confrontation. Surveillance footage reviewed by police reportedly shows the couple resisting the assailants, with the husband being struck with blunt instruments. The victim's cries drew attention from nearby pedestrians. Initially, passers-by appeared too afraid to intervene, but as locals began to react, the three attackers eventually gave up and jumped into the van as a fourth gang member drove them away. A Parisian shop owner directly challenged the attackers using a fire extinguisher, eventually hurling it at the fleeing van. "I commend his instincts and bravery," Noisat said. "What he did was truly extraordinary." The case is being referred to a specialized Paris police unit that handles armed robberies, as this incident adds to a growing trend of kidnappings aimed at French cryptocurrency professionals and their families. This isn't the first instance of a crypto-related crime or kidnapping. In fact, it has turned into a troubling trend. French Interior Minister Bruno Retailleau said that he would meet with French crypto entrepreneurs to make them aware of the risks and to take measures to protect them. Trump Media and Technology Group, the operator of the social media platform Truth Social, is reportedly seeking to raise $3 billion to invest in cryptocurrency assets. This move appears to follow the Buy Bitcoin with Equity approach popularized by firms like MicroStrategy and others that have integrated crypto into their treasury strategies as a hedge against inflation and a means to boost financial flexibility. The fundraising initiative, allegedly involving both an equity sale and a convertible bond issuance, was rumored to be announced during the Bitcoin 2025 event in Las Vegas this week. However, Trump Media has denied the claims reported by the Financial Times, dismissing the article as false and attributing it to unreliable sources. Despite the denial, critics argue that Trump's expanding involvement in digital assets, including NFTs, memecoins, a DeFi platform, and a proposed stablecoin, that could present ethical concerns, particularly if public policy decisions intersect with ventures that stand to benefit him financially. According to the report, Trump has transferred his controlling interest in Trump Media to a trust overseen by his son, Donald Trump Jr. Democratic lawmakers have raised red flags over potential conflicts of interest tied to bipartisan crypto legislation, especially in light of Donald Trump's recent hosting of a memecoin-themed dinner on May 22nd. But apparently, his involvement in crypto isn't the only thing people are criticizing. U.S. President Donald Trump is facing significant criticism over the meals served at a private dinner he hosted for cryptocurrency investors, attendees each of whom reportedly paid at least $1.7 million for what Trump described as the most exclusive invitation in the world, were unimpressed by the dining experience at the black tie event held at his Virginia golf club. Some compared the food unfavorably to airline meals, with one guest sarcastically likening it to a reward meal in prison for good behavior. Approximately 220 guests attended the event, many of whom were met by protesters gathered outside. Detractors have accused Trump of using the high-price gathering to personally profit, particularly in light of his involvement with the $148 million cryptocurrency token, Dollar Trump. Demonstrators held signs denouncing Trump's actions, labeling him corrupt, a traitor, and mocking his self-proclaimed status as a king. One guest, 25-year-old crypto investor Nicholas Pinto, arrived in a Lamborghini chauffeured by his father. Like others, he voiced disappointment in the menu, which featured dishes such as pan-seared halibut with a citrus reduction and filet mignon with demi-glace. "The food sucked," said Nicholas Pinto. "Wasn't given any drinks other than water or Trump's wine. I don't drink, so I had water. My glass was only filled once." CNBC correspondent Steve Kovach echoed the criticism, joking that he had better food on Spirit Airlines, a budget travel company not known for its culinary offerings. Another guest described the meal as okay, but not top class, while one user online described the meal as something you'd get as a reward in prison for not stabbing anyone all week. Pinto also expressed frustration over President Trump's brief appearance at the event, stating that the former president stayed for only about 25 minutes, during which he delivered a short speech and had minimal interaction with attendees before departing via helicopter. "He barely spoke to anyone, maybe. Just the top 25 out of the 220 guests," Pinto said. Once Trump left, they didn't really worry about anything else. Adding to the controversy, critics pointed out that one of the attendees was a major token holder currently facing criminal charges. Chinese-born crypto mogul Justin Sun was charged with Securities and Exchange Commission fraud, though the criminal action has been paused. Sun has over $22 million in Dollar Trump tokens and $75 million in Trump-tied World Liberty Financial tokens.